Hey everybody, welcome back to this random journey. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and hit the like button. So my husband got this lathe a long time ago. It's been several years ago. This lathe was my late uncle's lathe, and it had been sitting in his garage, or shed I should say, for years, and then my uncle now had it in a garage. It had just been sitting there and it had rusted and the motor had seized up. The motor was actually missing some wiring and different things that it needed to run. So Michael had been working on this and he finally got it running the other day and decided to make a couple things. The first thing he made was a little spin top, and then he decided to make a sword for our youngest son, Curtis. So here Michael is just using the lathe to get the shape he needs for the sword that he's making. And he also, here in a minute, he catches the wood on accident. You know, he's learning and it's going to be a really fun experience to learn how to use the lathe. I'm excited about using the lathe. I have always wanted to try it out. This used to be my dad's lathe. When I was a kid, I walked to the shed and my dad, I remember watching him working with it, and then my dad gave it to my uncle. Is the way I understand the story. Hopefully I got my facts right. If not, I'm sure my dad will tell me. So anyway, this was something that, you know, I've seen done before, but it's something I've always wanted to try doing. So Michael is going to teach me how to use it, and he also said that his tools need to be sharpened, so that's something that we'll work on doing it within the next couple weeks. So here he's just getting this to a good size. It's actually not going to be a round sword, but he wanted to get it to a good size to work with. He actually wound up using, I can't remember the name of the saw. I think it's like I don't even want to say it because that's going to be wrong, but he wound up using a different saw, and he actually sliced this down to make it smaller, which you'll be able to see that here in just a minute. I don't think I actually got him sawing it, but you get to see like after he had sawed it. So he's just shaping out the handle, making sure that all the places where the handle meets, like the butt of the sword and the guard of the sword, is nice sharp lines. So that's what he's doing here. And then here in a minute, he's going to be actually making some grooves in the handle of the sword, which gave a really cool effect. And then it's just like, so it's like just indentions in the sword. And I'll make sure to have a picture of the sword whenever it's completed and finished at the end of this video. So here he's just checking like the size and where he wants to position the next little groove for the handle. This really turned out really cool. I thought it was really neat. It gave it like a little grip. And then he just cleaned up those grooves real quick. The squirrel decided to join us. Our daughter brought the squirrel into the shed with us while we were working, and I was so worried it was gonna like get lost in the shed. I was like, don't like let it go. But anyways, it scampered around just for a little bit while he was working and had a little bit of fun in the shed. And here's Michael clamping The sword, you can see the sword has been cut down at this point. It's more of a flat blade than a round blade now. And I asked Elizabeth to go ahead and take the squirrel out because I was afraid it was going to get lost in the shed. Anyway, he just began to kind of whittle away at this sword to get it the exact shape that he wanted for the blade. And then he decided to go ahead and give it a good sanding so that it was nice and smooth and there was no rough spots on it. And here will be Curtis's reaction to the sword.
What do you think, baby? Love you, baby.
So he has really enjoyed playing with his sword. Daddy and him had a battle with it and they had a lot of fun. I'll make sure I put up a video of them with their swords fighting. But they really, all the kids liked it and thought it was cool. But Curtis is very excited about his sword. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you next time.
Oh, you got both. You got both? Oh, now I walk away. Oh, okay. Oh.